Hey Steve, good morning. Welcome back to Poke Suit Channel. Hey, let's all stay positive, guys, okay? I know these are kind of challenging times. That gets to us, all of us, kind of. Nobody wants to admit it, but it gets to you once in a while, right? But let's focus on positive things like, every moment that you're positive and have positive faith. I'm not talking about any religion. I'm not into organized religion. If you are, I respect that. But every moment you're positive and believe in unlimited possibilities and believe in the positive nature of the universe, things will go better for you. And a little affirmation I got from Wayne Dyer, which I really like, which is you just say to yourself very quietly in a relaxed way once in a while, everything I need and want is on its way. Everything I need and want is on its way. And also just being positive, just being positive about money matters, without over analyzing, without overthinking. It doesn't mean you sit around and just eat Reese's peanut butter cups all day and drink beer. I don't drink beer. I don't drink at all actually. But anyway, my point is let's all of us guitar players that love music and love guitar, let's all band together on our frequency domain, and let's all be positive about everything right now. And when challenges do come along, I think even John Lennon said there's no something like John Lennon said something once like there aren't just problems, there's only solutions. Meaning, kind of the opposite is also true. The kind of the power of opposites. I really believe that the universe is very friendly and very positive and wants us to grow and evolve, but we have to do our part, and a lot of that part is learning how to be positive and learn to be empty and marvelous. Learn to spend a little time in that Zen state of empty and marvelous. Universe loves a vacuum. Anyway, okay, so, and actually I'm working on a new metaphysical thing called, well, I'll tell you about it later. Anyway, okay, today's video is how to explode your picking hand, how to make your right hand really strong. And it is a weak area with most players. People don't think about it. Most people are strong in the left or the right, and very few both. Watch players like Al Di Meola. His right hand is very strong. Borelli Legrand, people like that. Anyway, so the exercise is you do kind of like in drums you have drum rudiments. It's kind of the same thing on guitar if you really want it, and you need to do this. The first one that's so powerful is you do 12, like so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now that will be even more powerful if you vary it. In other words, start off soft and then get louder. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See what I'm doing? If you really want, and don't worry about the speed, just clean. No, so, and sometimes you can make it even, like, when you make it even, I suggest you do 3 different volumes. Quiet, medium, and loud. On the 12s, do it at least 100 times a day, even if you're doing it on 3 or 4 different sessions. Trust me, this is powerful. You can get to the point where your guitar just explodes on the inside, boom, creates this like bloom of reverb. You really got to work your ass off on your right hand if you want to get a good right hand, and then you want it not to dominate your musicality, but be a tool to use when you need it. It's a very cool thing, but most people just don't realize. I've even seen some great jazz players out there. I won't mention any names, but they have a tremendous amount of knowledge, but their right hand just sucks. Anyway, so 12s. That was even. Now quiet to louder, or the opposite, loud to quiet. This is really a powerful thing. If you can do this an hour a day, and if you get bored with the 12s, but I want you to do at least 100 12s during the day. 7s are good. Whoops. 5s. Now I'm in a flamenco tuning where I have the G string as an F sharp, and the low E is a D. And I actually just came up with this new tuning because I just got this guitar in a trade. I really like it, where I've even make the high E a C. Listen to this chord. What a great chord, right? And you get that kind of nice nice flamenco. Anyway, so fives are good. 3 to 2s is good. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. That's a great one. I mean, if you really want a strong right hand, I don't know how old you are. Like if you're a young cat, if you really want a strong right hand, at least 2 hours a day. If you're an older person, but your right hand needs a little work, which it probably does. Even I'm still working on my right hand. Like I said, at least an hour a day. If you can do 2, that would be great. But and you can split it up into little 20-minute, 15, 20-minute segments. But again, the 12s are so powerful. Don't do it sloppy though. And like quiet to louder is really good for you. And then 3 levels of volume. Quiet, right? A little louder. And a little louder. Okay, again, the 3 to 2. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2. You got to do this religiously. It's just a really huge part of your guitar skills to develop some really good right hand. And it's super important to do this stuff slow. Don't speed it up, to where it's sloppy, because you're training your muscles, you're opening your capillaries, you're creating new neural pathways in your subconscious mind. You're really fine-tuning your nervous system. It's an interesting thing. I had a talk on the phone years ago with Ardashir Farah of Strunz and Farah, and they're great acoustic players, a lot of technique. And we were talking about how the guitar becomes an extension of your nervous system, and he had some personal stories about Paco de la Thea, and it was really interesting. But anyway, so 12s, a little louder. See, I'm not going fast, right? Am I building technique? Hell yeah. That's what people don't realize. Even just doing this, I'm building technique. And it's so exciting to know you're always building technique. And then what happens is you'll be sitting around, and it takes me about 45 minutes to warm up, and all of a sudden my technique just starts to explode. It's really exciting. But it's worth, it's like putting money in the bank, and of course the bank doesn't pay much interest. So I guess that's not, I don't like that example anymore. It's really hard to find an example, I guess the best example would be planting a seed in really, really, really good soil where it's really gonna, grow and evolve. But this tuning again is, I have the low E as a D, and then I have the G string as an F sharp. I have the B string as a C, and the E string, high E, as a C. But anyway, so the 12s, you can't do enough of them. And again, doing it quiet, too loud, quiet, and then slightly louder is really good for your technique. Sevens. Don't let the simplicity of this exercise fool you. It is really, really powerful, but you got to take your right hand seriously. It's a lot of hard work to get your right hand to wake up, but if you start doing it, if every day you spend an hour on exercises like this, and then of course, you can do simple like scales. I'm just, it doesn't even have to sound good. Just, muting is good because it puts more pressure on the right hand. So placing accents is super important. It's funny, I see some other great players out there showing things about developing right hand technique and picking technique, but they never mention accents. Boy, that's a big one. That's like having a car, not talking about keeping enough oil in it. The accent gives your technique a reference point, technically speaking. It's huge, guys. A lot of people miss that one. Anyway, in it. Boom, hit the first one. But anyway, so the 12s, varying the volume as you're doing it. Sevens. Three to two. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You kind of make a mantra out of these, man. See, I shouldn't have even tried that because I'm not warmed up enough, so I just made my own mistake. I just showed you what not to do. Just keep it slow till you're totally warmed up and don't even worry about it. I probably need another 20 minutes to warm up. Anyway, so sevens. 12. And those 3 levels of volume. A little louder. And even louder. And then you can start loud and get quieter. So it's, if you're an hour a day is what I would suggest, but I'm not even kidding. At least 100 of the 12s, like that's one, right? If you want to break it up into 4 different sessions, do it, spend 10, 15 minutes, but make sure and do at least 25 of the 12s. And if you get bored, go to the 7s. It really works, and then of course you can do your scales and different things where you're going across the fretboard completely. But I would really suggest you focus on this exercise and do it religiously every day, like at least an hour a day, and you'll be really surprised. Anyway, that's it for today, and if you want a sample of the guitar ladder system, send me an email to stevezook7@yahoo.com. That's STEVEZOOK, the number 7, not spelled out, yahoo.com. You've got to include your email address and your phone number for a sample. But if you really want to take a quantum leap on the guitar, it's a couple hundred studies, video and chart. I don't send it all at once. It really works. You'll take a quantum leap. Don't let that scare you. It's not a pressure thing. But we seed the subconscious mind. We develop almost like guitar playing musical folders in your subconscious mind, and then those folders talk to each other, and we seed and we wake up the musical ear, we wake up your musical mind. It really works. I've been doing this for a long time, and the emails I get are just incredible. No thinking required, although there are some guidelines that I have you do later. But if you really want to take a quantum leap, invest the $199. Just go to stevezookguitars.com and order the guitar ladder system. It will work. It will take you to a level of playing and understanding music you'll never get to without it. I know that sounds really arrogant, but it's freaking true. You can read my CD review at Vintage Guitar Magazine. Just go to vintageguitar.com, put in Steve Zook, STEVEZOOK. Read the review of my CD by Mr. Stephen Stone, who's bought a few guitars from me. If you want to hear some of my original music, go to stevezook1.bandcamp.com or just do a search, Steve Zook at Bandcamp. But, if you love guitar and you love music and you want to wake up talent that's kind of buried in your subconscious mind right now, I know this sounds like a huge claim. It's true, though. If you can wake up talent you didn't even know that you had with the guitar ladder system. If you just are feeling the urge, you're feeling the hunch, you're tired of being stuck, you kind of have a hunch this is something that could really help you, which it will. Even if you're an advanced player, it's going to make you a better composer. Even if you're intermediate to advanced, it's going to open up your musical ear. Just go to Steve's. I'll give you a whole year to try it, money back guarantee, but it's not going to take you a year to get results. But I want you to try it for at least a year. And if you don't agree, you made a huge leap, I'll give you every dime back. But it's going to work. But according to the science of neuroplasticity, it works much, much better. We learn much better. This is the science of how we use our subconscious mind to learn. It works much better, and you learn much better if you don't focus on results. You just stay positive, stay in the here and now, and don't overanalyze and don't overthink. I'll tell you, the way that the public school system and school is set up, kind of like wants to make you a worker bee, but you're a walking sleeping giant, and you have unlimited potential. But music is such a beautiful thing. It tunes you into the universe. It tunes you into your own higher self, tunes you into your authentic self, and it's just fun to do, and it's joyful, and so if something makes sense here, just go to stevezookguitars.com, order the Guitar Ladder System. Thousands of dollars of information for only $199. It's really going to work for you, and no complex theory, no reading needed. It's ear training. It wakes up the musical mind. It's going to create a guitar teacher in your own subconscious mind. All right, folks, I'm going to go. I'll talk to you later. Let's all keep the positive faith and try this exercise, and let's get your right hand to where it explodes. All right, take care. I don't mean explodes, you're right. We want to build up your right hand picking technique. All right, folks, take care. Bye-bye.